learned what it took to drive a successful company in what are called the wilderness years, when he was building Pixar. And he saw the real power of having only one focus, only one thing that they could put all their time and effort into, and that was Toy Story. And so when he got to Apple, he did the same thing. He said, look, let's get out of handhelds and scanners and printers, and he drew this famous 2x2 matrix and said, look, let's just do 2 desktops and 2 laptops. Now, that looks like 4 things, but then he did the most important thing next, and that is physically divide the company into 4 teams, and he physically put up walls so that they did not bump into each other. The only time they came together is when the leadership met every Monday morning with Steve to kind of review what they needed to focus on the next 7 days. But they basically, every employee had this one thing they had to absolutely get right, and the rest is history. Turned around the company and got them to $5 billion. They then took 24 months, typical time it takes to do a movie, to do the iPod. Then they did 24 months to do the iPhone, and then 24 months to do the iPad. And so I would encourage you, and I think 6 months and even a year is too artificial. I think at this halfway point of 2013, I want you to really ask the question, what's the one thing that if we could get it absolutely right, get it launched, get it figured out, get it done over the next 18 to 24 months, that one initiative would do more than the other 4 or 40 that we would put on the list. By the way, that was no different than Facebook, and I want to share some last ideas here that we can learn from Facebook, given the huge success they've already had and as they're moving forward. This happened with Mark Zuckerberg. He woke up December 2011, almost 18 months ago, and realized that they needed to jump on this mobile bandwagon, that if they didn't, they were going to miss it. And so he, as we reported in Fortune magazine in our cover story about a month ago, he literally got maniacally focused on this one priority. Every meeting he was in, every quarterly gathering, and they do it every 90 days, they gather all the employees to talk about what is the focus. Every decision, every almost waking hour, Mark put his energy behind this one focus, and that is to move Facebook into the mobile space. And almost 18 months later to the day, they launched Facebook Home. Now, we'll see how it's going. They seem to be ahead in terms of the advertising revenue. They've run into some glitches, but nevertheless, they did a 180-degree pivot, if you would, and got that company focused quickly on mobile.